All right, there, community. This is Minding Our Business. I'm Mr. Proctor. Uh, well, let me just get right to it. I see there's a lot of protests happening now around the nation, and people are upset. They're in disbelief, and they want to be heard. And they should be. But this is no more than another excuse to be looked over as troublemaking, um, conspiracies about billionaires paying for riots and chaos, and totally, yet again, ignoring the issues behind these here protests. But I do have at least a legitimate answer that will be more effective, more direct, and hard to turn into a debatable issue. It's time to hit them pockets. And when I say hit those pockets, I mean not talking about boycotting a particular store or item because so and so agreed with one particular party other than the other. I mean, let's get right to where it hurts, right to where they can't ignore you. I suggest that all college athletes, given that this is the season of college football and basketball, and we have our pro sports true enough, which you see these protests begin to stand out with kneeling and holding your fist in there, and that's all nice and good. But you still go out on the field, you still play the game, and they still make the money. A more powerful protest, a more direct impact protest, I would say will look like suit up for the game. Go through the whole ritual of the pre-game Star Spangled Banner and everything that is legitimate. But when that kickoff bell rings or whistles or whatever, you take your helmets, leave them down on the field, turn away, leave, go back to your dorms or whatever. Because the thing about these protests out in the street, they loud and they do get attention, but they sick the cops on you. They'll spray you with mace. They will actually turn your righteous protest into anarchy. They'll call you babies, sore losers. But this protest here, the power of the athletes in these here colleges, in these here states, with these here governors, with these here politicians who campaign on everything against what the rest of America really is, which is a united front against this kind of negative behavior that has been elevated to a level that it should not belong at. This is the way you punish them. This is the way they listen. University of Missouri proved that this is real power. I don't think they really knew what they really had tapped into. Spread this message. Take this action. Don't worry about the pro athletes. If they're paying attention, guess what? They should take action as well. And first talking about Soros paying for riots, well, guess what? Let's see if he paid these here athletes. Because they're going to try to kick them out their dorms. They're going to try to make them suffer. They're going to try to say that, guess what? Well, you won't go to the school. Let's take care of the HBUs. Let's make sure they get the money that these here universities have been taking for granted, and then taking it and campaigning against decency of a citizen. I understand that you have people that will cry all this racist stuff and turn on and put on their favorite team jersey during game time and cheer and yell and go hoorah whenever their team is in the league and everything. This is going to get their attention as well. I do believe that is a thing called bad programming. You have people that will hate you without even understanding why. They don't have nothing better else to do than to be fed all this crap that they watch, all this crap that they listen to. They with their friends, their family that buy into the same amount of crap, and now they think they're legitimate. Anybody that spend time trying to raise their children right, trying to go by the golden rule and be a decent person, be an honest person, you know better. You choose to do this. You choose to make these here posts. You choose to follow these here ignorant conspiracies to justify hate. Simple truth. I'm an American citizen on Earth. Last thing I checked, there was no such thing as Planet USA, Planet China, Planet Russia. The point of it is, we all in this here together. There's no kumbaya. It's just the truth. Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of this home. But until those who we done awarded power based on money, let's hit them pockets. Let's show them that it is more of us than it is of them. Peace and power. Equal unity.